aren't you scared about speaking out? Aren't you scared that you're going to make yourself a target of the police, of the state? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this, Jack? Why are you standing up against all this injustice? Why are you making yourself a target? You've got a beautiful wife, beautiful family, beautiful land. The world is your oyster. And yet I see you every day on social media posting, talking honestly and openly and calling out things that the government is doing in this state. Why do you do it? And are you afraid of backlash?
I've been to some bad countries, and I've seen bad things in bad countries, bad things in good countries. Countries that are amazing, um, absolutely ruined by politicians, bureaucracy, and corruption, and an abuse of the people and the natural resources. And it doesn't make sense that you have people starving in a country that used to provide food for an entire continent. And I I sit here and I go, well, someone needs to speak out and put things in a sensible manner, in a cool, calm, collected manner, for people to sort of realise that you know the impacts of these laws, these legislations, these poorly thought out things. And I have had it since I started the YouTube channel and started showing the other side of the work. I don't just shoot camels. I run cattle. I do a whole load of technology stuff. Um, you know, doing things in this sector that have never been done before. And I had been contacted a number of times from back then where people would say, "Don't show this." They will come after you. They will just keep it under the rug. Just do it and don't tell anyone. And I think that attitude is what has hurt so much of the industry, both agriculture and in firearms, that the only media people are exposed to is the negative media of a school shooting in a cafe. Um, it's it's to yeah, like someone's just said, it's to show people the reality of it and the experience of it, so that they can understand. Get in get in my shoes, see what it's like, see what I experienced, and see the struggles, the challenges, the opportunities. I mean, hell, it's not all a fight and negativity here. It's good fun, but I've I feel a moral obligation to Australia and to Australians that I speak up against some of these things that people are scared to speak about for fear of political and punitive attacks. And it's the fear and people being driven by that fear that they're governed by. And I don't want to see that happen in our country. Like, I don't want people to be scared to say what needs to be said. It comes right back to this idea of politically correct and how that's actually a term from Soviet Russia, where it was, yes, what you're saying may be correct, but it's not politically correct. And if you said something that was not politically correct and was the truth, you would end up in the gulag. And I don't want to see us in a virtual gulag of our own making. You don't have to physically be in chains to be punished and to be incarcerated. You can be incarcerated in your own thoughts by fear that men in black are going to kick in your door. And I feel strongly about the fact that Australia should be a free nation. We should be free people. We should be allowed to live and do what we want without harming others. And I have a very strong interest in defence, national security, and everything, and the protection of Australia as a state, as an idea. And I fear that some of these oppressive laws and everything are really setting us up to just be submissive to whomever has the strongest military in our region and can come in and go, you know what, we're going to come in and take it because we know we can grow food there and we know that there's water there and we can, feed our country and our people. These guys are doing nothing with it. We'll take it, we'll do it. And, this goes all the way through to all of the heritage, like, colonial heritage and also Aboriginal heritage. They aren't going to care at all about cave paintings that are, a few thousand years old. They ain't going to care about the spiritual connection to the land that people feel. And you don't have to be an Aboriginal Australian to have a connection to the land, to the country in a spiritual level. And you don't have to be born in Australia to feel that connection.